Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by Gardner Minshew, 6th-round selection in 2019 out of Washington State. Minshew, 1st and 10. And his first pass is incomplete. Travis Kelce, the all-pro tight end, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And now a look at the offense for Chicago.
And this offensive line, they're going to have to be a lot better than they were right there. We certainly won't measure them just by one play, but they definitely got a big challenge ahead of them in this one because this defense, they love to run blitz, and they clog up the running lanes.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. The numbers for Bryant last week, he was no doubt a key piece to their puzzle in that victory.
And when this offense plays well, you just know he's going to be in the middle of everything, don't you? I mean, defense is going to say, we've got to take this guy away. He doesn't allow himself to be taken away, does he?
Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Throwing on first down is Minshew. This will be caught by Brown. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
And this is where we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
And now out comes Minnesota. And as these guys interplay in Week 17, we know one thing. They are playoff bound, but they want to win that division title. They told us that is a goal that's been posted in their locker room since day one. They've got the chance to control their own destiny.
And there's nothing more powerful than saying that you won the division, because I know from building a team, when I talk with all the GMs and the player personnel directors,
open man is Treadwell, and he's got it for the Minnesota touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there's no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And it's now a 7-0 game. And they're able to get the connection on a long touchdown pass. And that's one of the easiest drive summaries you'll ever see. One play, touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bears offense making their way out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the NFC. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season is gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. On second down, Minshew got a man. It's Brown. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Minshew throwing on third down. He'll get this to Phillip Lindsay, complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So on fourth down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Vikings offense making their way back out. Now let's give you a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. Still a lot to be determined in terms of their final seeding. We do know they'll be in the playoffs, but in what shape, what capacity, we're not sure. But here, ready for a sports cliche, and then just take them one game at a time, right?
And they have to. And look, the thing about cliches, they've been proven over time. All right, we know that. So, yes, take it one game at a time, but make sure that there's no let-up, no getting off the gas, right? No mental letdowns, because each one is important for them to accomplish their goals.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. Shotgun now for Wentz. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. First and 10 at the 18. Now Wentz dumps this to his running back, Chubb. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be a second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. A run for Nick Chubb. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. He's got his man. It's Williams. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now Wentz, I think this is going to be a free play. He's airing it out for Williams. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. They run, Chubb, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Let's go. Do it.
In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snoot full, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Wentz going to throw. He completes this one to Mack. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. 4 yards on the dump off at 2nd down. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at about the Bears' 37. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the 1st.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
On 1st down, Wentz. And that is incomplete. Preston Williams, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. On the ground, it's Chubb. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Vikings on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, it's Wentz. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 15-yard line. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Throwing is Wentz. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, they were unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To throw is Wentz. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Marlon Mack, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Well, we know he can run the ball. There he shows he has the ability to do a little bit more.
That's what you call a complete player. A guy who can run it, catch it, probably can protect the passer when necessary, but his skills are best used when you get the ball in his hands.
And that's the thing. When you've got an athlete like that, you want to get the ball to him in multiple ways, right?
Without a doubt, because he often creates mismatches about who can cover him, whether he's coming out of the backfield or even lining up like a receiver.
Well, they got the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it's polished off by a Viking score. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. 13 games going on here in this final Sunday of 2019, the final Sunday of the regular season. 3 more games still to come following us. Raiders, Broncos, Cards, Rams, and Niners, Seahawks. And then we'll know the 12 teams who will continue on into the playoffs starting next Saturday here on EA Sports. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off play action, it's Minshew. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. And he's got Fitzgerald. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. First grab for Fitzgerald. He's got a first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Here's Lindsey. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll try the draw. Lindsey trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. From the gun, Minshew to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control. There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Wentz now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. A give running right is Chubb. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here we go. Waiting.
Now a play fake. Wentz. He finds a rookie from Iowa, T.J. Hockenson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. From just shy of midfield, Wentz has got it to Williams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards there, a 1st down. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. From the 27, Wentz throwing the out route incomplete. That's Lamb. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. The Vikings on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. But he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now Wentz, and nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll try the draw now with Chubb. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Working from the gun, Wentz. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
Now that touchdown won't allow you to totally relax, but you can breathe a little easier now. Just increased their lead.
Bailey now for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. 7
yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. To throw again on second down. Minshew. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Completes it to Fitzgerald. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw again on second down. Minshew. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Minshew. This will be caught by Brown. A gain of 6 there on first. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
This is taken at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals, because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Brandon, thank you as always. Welcome into our final regular season edition of our Halftime Report. Playoff lives hanging in the balance as we take you around the NFL one final time. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In our game, it's been Carson Wentz with a strong first half. His 3 touchdown passes have his guys out in front as we hand things back over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. It's time for our player spotlight right now as we get a look at Carson Wentz. He's enjoying a great deal of success. His team is also enjoying a great deal of success.
Yeah, he's got that nice little, what I call the QB lean going right now. You see that little stroll that he's got
swagger
going? Yeah, he's definitely got that. You see him throwing the football, the nice little video. He's seeing that in his head as well because he wants more of that to happen. So anytime you see him that relaxed, that comfortable, usually it's a big thumbs up for his team.
And it's been a big highlight day for him. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lamb. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack?
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now Wentz. And it's complete. Hooper. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know it's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Wentz. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Levante David, the Bucs' leading tackler, 6 of the last 7 years in there to make the stop. And again, it's Chubb. Oh, Chubb fumbled it. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And a 5-yard gain gets them to the 42. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. They'll go play action here with Minshew. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. And that's caught inside the 30. A gain of 39 that time. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. They'll go again with Lindsey. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
60
Minshew throwing on third down. It's complete. It's Fitzgerald. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they get a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Play action. Now Wentz. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
It's got to the point when we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. All that, and it only nets him a yard. It's 2nd down.
We got 3. We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
On the carry, it's Chubb. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they to throw. He's going to loft one deep left. And this is caught inside the 5. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around to make a play on the football.
Rip left. Rip left.
They go play action here on 1st down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. They'll give it to Chubb. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Open man is Treadwell, and he's got it for the Minnesota touchdown. Carson Wentz with touchdown pass number 4 on the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it's polished off by a Viking score. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game where one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming back and getting twos, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put in the end zone and put those sixes on the board.
Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw it. Minshew. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And he finds Fitzgerald. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Minshew, 1st and 10. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Here's Minshew, and his throw is incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5. Again, Minshew looking to throw. He completes it to Bryant, and he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. 1st and 10 at the 19. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Phillip Lindsay there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. It'll be Minshew again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. On 4th down, Minshew. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Larry Fitzgerald. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears cut into that lead. Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach. Okay, so he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the 2-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. For the moment, they're on top of their division, projected to host a wild-card game in the first weekend, but nothing is set in stone. There's a lot of shuffling that can still go on here. They haven't even clinched a playoff berth.
A lot goes into that one word you use, doesn't it? But. You're exactly right, because nothing's clinched. So that means another win is necessary, being able to play to the best of their abilities, because they can go from where they are right now to right out of the playoff race. If things go in the wrong direction for them, they've got to take care of business.
They run it again with Chubb, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Onto the field.
Ready. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. I'm scared.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. In trouble and the ball's out. It's in the end zone. In trouble and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Extra point try by Bailey. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. This is fielded at the goal. Now a hit and a loose football.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do. I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On 2nd and 11 now. Minshew. It's Kelsey on the ground. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Bears on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 7. On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. Able to find Shaheen here. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Minshew sets to throw. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a first down.
It's a gain of 6.
They'll run on first down. It's Lindsey. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. From the 45 on 2nd down. Minshew. Oh, now Lindsey lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And now out comes Minnesota. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory.
It's across midfield to the 49-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
On play action, Wentz. That's caught by Treadwell. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Chubb. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there, first down Vikings.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
59, Mike to 59. Tackles. Check. Lucky.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So for Minnesota, the win will be number 11 for them on the year. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Bears, it'll be a 10-loss season as they wrap up 6-10. And I think you have to say, ultimately, this was a team that really underachieved. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.